It's a new year and time for reflection, hope, pursuing our dreams, and geeking on Walt Disney World.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geekin' on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Welcome home, Disney World geeks. This week on the show, we celebrate the new year with Geekin Family Super Geeks in our first Roundtable trip report on episode 212 of the Geekin on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your Geekin Family podfather, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast that will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. I'm so excited you're here with us listening to our show, and we consider you family, part of our Geekin family. Join us every Monday as we share travel tips, resort reviews, and lots of food talk through our live trip reports, interviews with our Geekin family members about their trips, and special guest roundtables on fun Disney World topics from Geekin family members all around the world. We take pride in the awesome and positive community in our Geekin family, so come join us to share in our love for Walt Disney World and each other, and I bet you'll learn something to try on your next vacation. Happy New Year, geeks. It's New Year's Eve 2018, so I thought I'd share something a little different for the podcast with a Super Geek Roundtable trip report. We love our Geekin family and love to hear your trip reports. The good problem we have, though, is that the family has grown so large it's impossible to do a weekly show and also cover all of your trips. But this week we try a Roundtable trip report, and I think it came out great. We also crowdsourced a bunch of the questions from our private Facebook group, and I really like this format, and I hope you do too, and I hope we get to do some more trip reports like this in the future. The show features Kelly Reece, Brandy, Walsh, and Jaime Magee. They've all been on the show in the past, and coincidentally, they were all down at Disney World all at the same time, and even got to do a little bit of a Super Geek meetup too. Well, let's join hands now, bring in the new year, and enjoy 4 Disney World trips with the Geekin family. Well, I've been looking forward to this Skype call all day because I've got 3 of the most special super geekers and lovely ladies of our Geekin family here with me tonight, and let's intro and bring them on right away. We all love doing countdown days till our next Disney World trip. One of our guests tonight, she counts how many loads of laundry she has before her next trip. I love that one. Her husband is a passionate Trekkie, which makes for awkward Star Wars character meet and greets. And she's proud to be a Disney Resort conditioner and shampoo hoarder. Please give a warm Super Geekin family welcome to Kelly Reece. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, geeks.
I love your intro. I've never heard that laundry one, but now I've heard it several times after.
Well, I always post the loads of laundry that I have to go when I do my little countdowns online. So I think I'm in the 20-somethings right now.
So you don't do laundry every day, then, I take it?
No. 3 loads a week is what I'm down to. I've gotten it down to the science. So,
and I think we're all hoarding away that conditioner and shampoo and anything else from the Disney resorts.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
Yep. Takes you back.
Exactly. And let's bring on our next guest. Her happy place is eating and drinking around World Showcase, and me too. She leaves Tigger in the dust as she's park hopping, and her lifelong dream is to be the voice of a Disney animated character. Please give a warm super geek and welcome to Brandy Walsh. Welcome back, Brandy.
Hi, Kurt. Hi, geeks.
And by the way, everybody on the show tonight has been on the show. They are super geeks. That's why I'm calling them super geeks. How you doing, Brandy? How's everything in San Antonio?
It's great. We just had our first cold snap, as Kelly knows. So we're dealing with that. We'll be okay.
Kelly's in Houston and you're in, yeah, you should be warmer than me. I was in the 40s today, a little wet. You guys said you got the same weather.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well. All right. Hey, did you see Coco yet?
Not yet.
Okay. That was the first animated character I was thinking of. He's a little boy. Well, actually, yeah. Coco's the grandma. Not the little, I don't know. Right?
I'm not old enough to be the grandma voice yet, but maybe soon.
She's very cute, though. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's bring on our third guest. Her happy place is walking down Sunset Boulevard at sunset in Hollywood Studios. She's totally embarrassed her husband swooning over Kylo Ren and can't wait to see Kylo again. If you lose her, look no further than the Polynesian Resort and find her eating pork nachos and drinking at Trader Sam's Tiki Terrace. Please give a warm Geekin family welcome to Jaime Magee.
Hello. Hey, geeks. How's everybody doing?
We're doing great. I tell you, I was really excited to talk Disney World after I was driving up to the Boston area today, which I don't normally do. I went to a workshop, but I was thinking about you guys all day, excited to do this trip, three trip reports, something new to try. And I thought we'd hit the highlights. We actually went out to our Geekin family on Facebook and asked, before I left for that trip, I put this question out. And of course, they came through in flying colors. And we got, can you believe, did you guys take a look at all these questions we got?
I did.
Hard not to answer all day.
I wanted to throw some answers in, but I knew we were doing this. I was like, wait, I'm going to hold back and collect my answers and get ready for the podcast. So we're ready to go.
How's everything in North Carolina, Jaime?
Oh, everything's good.
Is it warm?
I don't want to say it's not warm because I know how cold it is probably up in the Northeast, but we got a little bit of a cold snap too, but I can't complain. That's for sure. Not too bad.
I'll never forget Jaime and your husband, Bert. You guys offered to rescue us when we were driving through the blizzard down to Disney World last January. So thank you, Jaime.
I know. I felt so bad because our poor roads, they don't know what they're doing. I'm originally from New York. So when I moved down here and it snows, it's like, what? There's no snow plows. They're putting like random brine on the roads. It's a mess, but you know, they'll get with it one of these days.
I'm glad to hear you say that because it was funny because Virginia, we stayed in Virginia the night and waited for that snow to fall. And they had like 8 trucks in tandem plowing in Virginia past my hotel. I'm like, oh, this is good. I think we'll be ready in the morning. Get on the road. And it was North Carolina. As soon as we hit the North Carolina border, just like you said, brine trucks. I was like, what is this?
We're not known for, I call, not to get off topic, but I call the weather here in North Carolina weather whiplash. Because one day it will be 75 degrees and the next day it'll be 30 degrees.
Right.
And it like flips back and forth. So nobody knows. You wake up and you don't know what you're going to get. It's pretty frustrating, but it's a nice place to live. I can't complain.
Yes. Very good. All right. Well, I know a great place to vacation. Do you guys know of a place?
I do.
Yeah. We're all big fans. So I think we'll go in the same order I introduced you guys. And there's a couple, I'm going to hit the first big topics right away, which is we're going to talk about the resorts first. So let's talk to Kelly. Where did you stay, Kelly?
Beach Club.
Oh, you did.
And this was our first ever DVC stay.
That's right. You just became DVC owners, right? That was, oh, wow. Cool.
Yes. And in hindsight, we were very disappointed. We bought at Copper Creek. We were very disappointed not to be able to stay at Copper Creek, but in retrospect, I think we were pretty darn lucky to get Beach Club during Food and Wine.
Yeah.
So we just decided to really appreciate that. And we had a phenomenal stay at the beach club. We absolutely loved it there.
Did you go for a week?
We did. We went for an entire week, October 28th through November 4th. So we really loved being so close to Epcot. We had a couple Epcot days. So that was really neat to be so close to the park.
Nice. So first time at Beach Club. So what was the best feature of the Beach Club besides, I know the location is, you can't beat it, like you said, for the boardwalk and being close to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Anything else that you really loved about the Beach Club?
It was just such a gorgeous resort. It was serene. It was beautiful. The lobby smells great.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's the same smell as Bay Lake Tower.
Is it?
I think so. And I love that smell. That's the one. I have the infuser, the same one that they use in the resorts. We bought it from the company that makes it, and it blows that smell in my family room.
I use the Bath and Body Works.
Oh yeah.
The Bath and Body Works the outlet warmer things. And we found one that's pretty close.
Right. It's
so
like
that's what we put in our house. But yeah, it's a really pretty resort. Just the scenery around it is gorgeous, and we really enjoyed the DVC villas section of it. So we felt like VIPs all week. The service was outstanding, and it was just a really great place to stay.
That's fun for the first time. Did you get in the pool?
We didn't get in the pool at all. We are the type of people that so far our Disney World vacations have been park days every day. We feel like we're going and we don't want to waste a day, quote unquote, at the resort relaxing when we could be at the parks having fun. So we've never taken a rest day. And at the end of each vacation, we always look back and say, we should have probably taken a rest day. But we didn't get in the pool. And that was something that my son at the beginning of the vacation, he's 13, he really wanted to do because it's got one of the best pools in Walt Disney World. And then by the time, I think on our last day, we had time for him to do some pool time, and he was just too tired. He said, no, I'm going to skip it. Wow. So we didn't do any pool time.
Isn't it amazing? I know what you mean. We're going to take some time off. I think actually we have a whole day we're going to take off in the middle, but I'm going for 2 weeks next time in January. I know what you mean. That's what we call full stink, by the way, Kelly.
Exactly. We go full stink.
Full stink.
Entire time.
I know all about it. Right. All right. Let's talk to Brandy. Brandy, when did you go? How long did you go? Who'd you go with? Where'd you stay?
Well, we did a quick weekend trip, so we're trying to make the most of our annual pass this year. So we did a little weekend trip November 3rd through the 6th. It was definitely quick and cheap because we stayed at a hotel off Hotwire.
Oh, really?
Interesting. We did call to see what was available, but because of Food and Wine and the race weekend, there wasn't anything. And so we ended up staying at the Baymont Inn and Suites.
How'd that work out for you? Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out okay. I do have a funny story about the elevator. And
go ahead. We love stories, especially funny ones.
Working one day, and we were in there with the maintenance crew. And so my husband said, the door's not really closing all the way. And he's like, oh, the sensor just needs blown off. And my husband was like, wow, we don't even need to go to the park. We have the Tower of Terror right here in our hotel.
I'm sure they appreciated that.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was okay. I think we ended up getting it for $33 a night. It was something ridiculous. So it does have a full kitchen. So we did some grocery shopping and had snacks and stuff like that for the room. But I wouldn't stay there for a long period of time.
Especially if the elevator don't work.
No.
That's good. All right. And Jaime, you have a couple trips to feed off of, right?
Yeah, we actually just got an annual pass in October. So, when you first get it, you're like, let's go as many times as we possibly can in the shortest period of time. So we were actually very lucky. We did one trip October 6th through the 9th with our 3 daughters. Yeah. And then my husband and I went back. It was November 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I believe, just the 2 of us.
Nice.
And our first trip in October, we stayed at the Polynesian.
Very good.
It was my daughter's 10th birthday.
Nice.
So we surprised the three of them. They had no idea we were going.
Yes.
I put them on an airplane without them knowing where we were going. A surprise. My husband picked us up at the airport. They thought we were just down there to visit my husband because he was down there for work. And we just drove under that big, the big Welcome to Walt Disney World sign. And they started screaming and yelling, and we were very excited.
So you guys flew into Orlando and they didn't know they were going to Disney World?
No, well, my husband was down in Florida for 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Going to, he is a yacht and small craft surveyor.
Okay.
So he was down in Stuart, Florida for 6 weeks, taking a class and doing some work projects.
Yeah.
And they hadn't seen him in 6 weeks. So for my daughter's birthday, we're like, oh, we're going to, fly down to Florida to see Daddy. And they thought we were just going to Stuart to go to the beach.
Okay.
So instead of turning right, we turned left.
Nice.
And went to Disney World.
Yeah, 'cause I was a little confused because I remember seeing the video from the car. I think you posted it in our group. Yeah. Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. So we just, it was dark by the time we landed. So they didn't really, they didn't know where we were going on the road. So
Nice.
that was a wonderful, exciting trip.
Awesome. And what's the best thing about the Polynesian? Of course, I love everything about the Polynesian.
Oh my goodness. Where do I start?
Have you stayed there before?
We had stayed there before.
Yeah.
The first time we stayed there, we had rented DVC points. My husband and I went on a couple's trip for my birthday last year in January. So we went back with the girls this time. Everything about it, I just love it's just so relaxing.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you go to Disney, it's like, go, go, go. We go full stink at the parks.
Yeah.
We are commando troop. We get out there, we do the parks, we do everything. But just staying at the Polynesian, I don't know. I just walk in the doors and I feel like, okay, I can relax. So just that atmosphere makes me feel.
You guys, so I know, Jaime, you've stayed at a deluxe, and now Kelly, you've stayed at the beach club. That's a great point. Do you find those deluxe more relaxing?
Oh, I've never stayed anywhere but deluxes, I guess.
Oh. Wow.
I stayed at Saratoga Springs, which is technically, I think, a deluxe.
Yes.
The first time we went. And then this beach club trip. And then, I guess we stayed at the Port Orleans French Quarter last time. And that one was just as relaxing, but it's a different moderate, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've stayed at French Quarter before too. This is Jaime. And it's just so small that it doesn't seem as hectic, I think, with French Quarter. So I see what you're saying, Kelly. I agree on that.
Yeah. I think maybe the moderates, I think the more you go up the chain, the more relaxing it is. But yeah, we've obviously on the podcast, we've heard great things about the French Quarter and Port Orleans. And that's certainly, I mean, the moderates, Coronado's got a lot of business people and that kind of stuff that could be around. But maybe it's just the values that are really loud and crazy with all the kids and groups and that kind of thing. But that's cool.
And we've never stayed at a value because my husband, he's 6'5", and so the full beds there don't really appeal to us.
Yeah. He
has a hard time fitting in them. And when we vacation other places too, we don't tend to stay at Super 8s. We also don't stay at the Four Seasons, but we usually choose a good business class hotel.
Gotcha.
So it's just more.
And Jaime, where else did you stay with your husband that time?
For our second trip the past few months, we stayed we did 2 nights at the Wilderness Lodge because we had never stayed there before. So we wanted to check it out. And then we did 1 night at Saratoga Springs. Because we wanted to check it out. Now that we were pass holders and we are very fortunate enough to, go down there a few times a year now, we wanted to try out different, 2 different resorts without the girls to try to see how we felt about them. And, in the future, if we would stay there too. So
how'd the park
kind of a split.
Yeah. How'd the park hopping work out? How'd the park hopping work out for you?
Oh, we love park hopping.
Oh yeah.
I was looking at my kind of trip report I wrote out, and I forgot we did like 3 parks in one day. Bert's like, no, we were at Animal Kingdom, then we went to this, and then we went there. And I was like, oh, I forgot. So we've always done it that way.
I actually meant to ask you, how'd the resort hopping go?
Oh,
that's what the split say. That's okay. That's my own fault.
It was fine. I wouldn't probably do that with my girls.
Okay.
Switch resorts.
Yep.
We were only there for 3 days. And it was just the two of us. And we literally had like one bag. We, had
Right.
one suitcase for
Right.
the two of us. So it was easy to, move on over.
Yeah.
And Bert had his truck, his car. I had flown down to see him because he was still there for his work.
Okay.
So it was easy with just the two of us. But I don't think I would do that with the girls just because of all their stuff and
Yeah.
this and then that. So
I don't think, I know what you mean. Like we wanted to try, Margita, she wants to try different resorts. She's not that keen on the park hopping, but we're going for 2 weeks. We're park hopping. We're resort hopping.
Resort hopping, yeah.
4 times. We're switching hotels 4 times.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we're doing the All-Star Music for a couple nights. We're doing Animal Kingdom Lodge for 1 night. Then we're doing Bay Lake Tower for a big part of a week, and then the rest of it is at the old Key West. So we're gonna get in a lot of different resorts. Okay, well the resorts are great, but let's see here. What was we always gotta talk about food. Let's go right to food, guys. Let's not beat around the bush. But so Kelly, any food or restaurant things that stood out for you, or even did you have any that kind of weren't so great? What were some of your favorites?
We had a lot of food. We were on the dining plan, the regular dining plan. So we did the counter service, 2 snacks, and 1 sit-down meal per day. So we had, except for 1 day, sit-down meals every day. Probably the one that stood out as the worst for us, unfortunately, was Cinderella's Royal Table.
Oh, yeah?
The one that cost 2 dining credits.
Yeah, why is that?
The food just, I had steak and shrimp. My husband and I both had steak and shrimp. And then we had my son with us who was 13. And then we had my now adult daughter. She's 19. And then her friend who's also 19. So we had the 2 19-year-old girls with us.
Yeah.
And the 2 19-year-olds did okay. My son had a really hard time finding something that he could even consider edible at Cinderella's Royal Table. They serve a lot of very foodie, fancy food. And nothing that he really enjoyed the taste of. So he had a little bit of a hard time.
Okay. Yeah.
The steak and shrimp were really good that we had, but they served it with this side of mashed potatoes that, I kid you not, tasted exactly like Play-Doh.
Oh.
So it was a little odd. And I didn't complain about it. It was, all that being said, we were very excited to just have the opportunity to eat in the castle. That's a really fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And they gave, the girls all these little wishing stars, and the boys, my husband and my son, both got the little sword. Right. So we got some little keepsakes, and we got the picture with Cinderella.
Right. And
then the opportunity to meet the princesses. So all told, it wasn't a horrible dining experience, but it's one that we probably won't repeat just because of the value's not really there for the price to us.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I've not heard raving reviews for the food. Lindsay and I did breakfast there. If you guys know me, I'm a buffet guy. Like when I go, I chow down, and that was probably the part. It was like, okay, was that it?
Right.
But
yeah, I definitely think it's an experience. Like you said, Kelly, we took the girls 3 years ago when my middle daughter, who's 7, was 4. And I mean, being in the castle with the princesses, I mean, she was crying. Bert started tearing up. So, and he got the steak and shrimp, which he enjoyed, but it was just one of those, the food was okay, but the experience. So, it's one of those experience things, I think, too.
Well, so did you say you was it just a quick service that you had, Kelly, for your meal plan? Or did you have sit down dinners too?
No, we had the regular dining plan. So we had the 1 sit down meal per day plus the 1 counter service plus the 2 snacks. And so
what were some of your favorites?
Our favorite was actually Crystal Palace.
Okay.
Breakfast with so my daughter's friend, one of our first nights there, told us just in passing, well, my favorite character is Winnie the Pooh. We were kind of all talking about our favorite characters. And I told her, I said, I had no idea that was your favorite character. Let me look and see if this breakfast is available tomorrow morning. Because our next morning was a Magic Kingdom day. And sure enough, one popped right up right around park opening.
Nice.
For the next morning, which happens a lot. So anybody who's listening who isn't able to get dining reservations that you want the night before, I have really good luck finding things for the next day.
Nice.
I think a lot of people cancel within 48 hours of their dining and things like that. So no, we had the Crystal Palace character buffet, and that was probably my favorite meal, my favorite dining experience.
Yeah, what was so good about I've heard this actually the last show that was put out there in the feed from Natalie talked about the breakfast there being fantastic. So
I think it was just the variety of food and then the character experience, and the inside of the restaurant is really beautiful. I think Natalie said that too, and I agree with her. The inside. So it's just the whole experience. Nice. The service was good. It was just all around a really good experience. And it was a good way to start the day in Magic Kingdom, kind of a magical way to start the day in Magic Kingdom for us.
Outstanding. I'm going to go to Brandy. Brandy was there for the weekend. I know you love your drinks, right? You're a wine.
That's sort of my job.
Yeah, you're a professional.
Right.
So I'm sure food is one of your favorites too, I bet, right? When you go to Disney World.
Definitely.
Yeah. And it was just you and your husband, right?
Yeah. So this was our first time at Food and Wine.
Ah.
So we really enjoyed that. We hit a lot of the booths. We had a couple of beer flights. We really wish we would have started at the Future World booths. I can't remember the name of them. Coastal something, and then Made from Fire, something like that.
Yeah. Those were
really good, and we hit them last.
Okay.
So we were already full, but they were really delicious. We loved that. It was we went to Baseline Tap House.
Yeah.
Which was new for us.
Yeah, what'd you think of Base? That's a new place. I haven't been to that yet, and it's probably just opened when you got there. Really?
Yeah, it was a little bit busy, and we had to wait just a little bit to get a spot inside. They only let in so many people, so that's not overly crowded.
Yeah.
But we did do 2 beer flights, which between the two of us, so we got to try everything but one beer on the menu.
Nice.
If you get 2 flights.
Okay.
So we did that, and we had their pretzel, which was delicious. They also have a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
Great too.
It was good. Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome.
I know. I just wish they had a few more food options. I'm not sure why they don't.
Yeah. I hope they might add something because it's a really fun place. We got a really nice seat by the window, and we're able to relax in the air conditioning for a little while. So we really, really enjoyed that spot. And they have a lot of good music playing.
Oh, good.
They have new hits, but they're acoustic.
Oh, okay.
It's relaxing and fun.
Good.
And then we did our favorite, the Brown Derby.
Yeah.
And
how'd the Brown Derby treat you?
We always enjoy the Brown Derby. That's one of our must-dos.
Do you have something favorite to try there?
We love the Cobb salad and the steak.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a steak guy too. I was like, I don't get too adventurous.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a steak in Disney World.
We've never had anything bad there.
Yeah.
But those are our go-tos for sure.
Nice.
And then we did Pecos Bills for the first time.
Yeah.
And we loved it.
That's just a quick service, but what's so great about Pecos Bills? I know it. I know what it is.
Toppings bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. My husband loaded up on his fajitas, and he was a happy man.
Yes. How did the fajitas fare compared to? You must be in fajita heaven there, where you're from in San Antonio, Texas.
We can make anything into a taco down here. But we loved it. It was really good. It was one of our favorites. But we did a lot of quick stuff because we didn't have a lot of time and just being there for the weekend. So we just hit quick service stuff and just lounged occasionally.
Nice. Well, we're going to actually, is it time? Or Jamie still has to go. But I just want to say before we leave Pecos Bills. I'm so disappointed they took away the taco challenge. Was it called? Nachos challenge.
The nachos.
The nacho.
Challenge.
I saw that and I thought of you. The first person I thought of was you, Kurt. When I saw that they took it away. I was like, no.
It was a super secret, and I guess the secret got out. I don't know why they took it away. It was like $75 to like all you can eat nachos or something with all the fixin' bars.
Yeah.
That is my kind of deal. But yeah, we were excited to try that, and now it's gone. Bummer. All right, Jaime, did you guys, tell me, well, you had 2 trips. So how about for the family? What was a family nice meal that you had?
Well, it was kind of a quick trip for us in that, we were trying to it was just the weekend.
Yeah.
So we didn't do anything, we didn't do Cinderella's Royal Table. My daughter loves Hollywood and Vine.
Really?
Yeah, my Adeline, and it was her birthday. So we went there for her and we did the Minis meet and greet, and they were in their Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
So the girls enjoyed that. And the food is okay. It's a buffet, so you can pick and choose.
Yeah.
Just your general kind of buffet items. So it was fine.
So you went for, that's funny you say this, Jaime, because at the workshop I was at today, of course, I sit down, the conversation, can you believe it, always goes to Disney World with me. And I always find...
I'm surprised.
Yeah, surprise. And you find geeks everywhere. And this woman, and we got on, she was asking me, she hasn't been in a while, what restaurants to go. And she was asking about Hollywood Studios. I had mentioned Hollywood Vine. She goes, but yeah, she has older kids. They don't want characters. So they did have characters for dinner?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
Who are the characters?
It was a Saturday night.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's, not every night or the weekends, but it was a Saturday night. Then I think the 9th or the 8th October.
Which characters did you get?
It was the Fab Five.
Okay.
So,
well,
and Daisy. Good. So have to add her on.
Because the morning has... go ahead.
It was the tallest Goofy I have ever seen in my life.
Really?
This Goofy had to be 9 feet tall. And he had his cowboy costume on, so he had his cowboy hat. I was like up to his armpit next to him. I was like, whoa, Goofy, you grown.
He's the goof.
He was tall.
He's goofing on you.
He was tall Goofy.
That's awesome.
They've altered that Goofy. He's tall. So, and we also did Baseline that weekend.
Cool.
In October, and we did it in November.
It was that good.
It was good. Yeah, it was a nice atmosphere. Like Brandy said, they were playing really great music. They were playing some acoustic covers.
Yeah.
I think I posted it on the Facebook page. It was really nice. They were playing acoustic covers of Prince and Guns N' Roses. It was just really nice atmosphere. It was really laid back.
I love it.
So we got some beer and wine. And we also did the mobile ordering while we were waiting in line at the Baseline Tap Room, which was perfect for us with the girls.
Where did you order from? Which restaurant?
Yeah, we did the Rizzo's Pizza place right there. It's right across the street from Baseline.
Right.
The Muppets Rizzo's Pizza place. I can't remember the name of it. So we did that while we were waiting in line at Baseline, and we got our drinks and we sat down, and then we said, on the app, you just say, I'm here. Yeah. And, 15 seconds later, they said, your food is ready. So we finished our drinks and we walked over there. We went upstairs to the banquet hall. The girls danced in the banquet hall to the great 80s dance music they play.
Nice.
And ate their pizza. So it was a great afternoon at Hollywood Studios to eat over there. So
there's a great tip there if you guys didn't catch that real quick. But you guys were having beers across the way. Yeah. Waited for your food, and then it was ready, and you just, that's awesome.
Yeah. I also took my glass of wine over there. I don't know if I was supposed to, but I did.
Well, gosh, it is pizza. What else goes with pizza?
It's
wine on tap.
Oh, it's wine on tap?
I walked over there. It is. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was okay. It was okay. So
do they have
a good time?
Well, it's a California beer place, right? But do they have a bunch of different wines?
There was 2 wines. I know I got a Cabernet, and I'm not sure what the other wine was.
Okay.
But it was a Cabernet.
Did you notice, Brandy?
I think it was a Chardonnay.
Okay.
Okay, Chardonnay. Yeah, I don't like Chardonnay, so that's why I got the cab.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure that's the reason. So,
So Jamie, when you were with your husband, any standout meals for you two?
what do we do? Oh, we went to the Sci-Fi Drive-In.
Yeah.
Drive-in theater restaurant when we were there, the two of us. Just something fun, and we didn't do any really deluxe meals while we were there. We kind of just kept it light.
So Jamie, you haven't seen your husband in 6 weeks, and he takes you to the drive-in instead of like flying fish or something. Come on.
I know.
Bert. Come on, Bert.
He's we were just happy to see each other. Let's just put it that way. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm not knocking the drive-in. I loved the drive-in when I was a kid.
It was romantic. He put his arm around my
All
shoulder.
right.
We felt like we were in the 50s. We tried.
You watch B sci-fi movies. I get it.
Yes. It's very romantic.
He behaved himself. He was a gentleman.
Yes, of course.
That's great. I love that place. I haven't been in a while. I would love to go there. That's good.
Yeah, the milkshakes are good. And we also went to Pecos Bills because that is our favorite.
I think that's a standout.
Service.
Yeah, for Magic Kingdom. I highly recommend that.
Yes.
Right up there with my Columbia Harbor House and my lobster roll.
Yes.
All right.
Looking out the window at Haunted Mansion. That's another favorite view of ours while we eat. So.
Well, while we're kind of in the food and drink, and did you guys, I'll go back to Kelly. Did you guys check out any lounges? I think lounges and drinks at Disney World, they just keep adding stuff, haven't they? And we just keep finding new ones that we love it every time we go. Did you guys, Kelly, did you try anything where you sat down and had a nice...
We really didn't try any lounges. We were with the kids, so it was kind of... We've got these two 19-year-old girls. They really want to drink, but they're not allowed to drink yet.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter kept saying, "So will you bring me a margarita if I promise I'm 21?" And the waitress would always say no, So we did go to the San Angel Inn, and I had a avocado margarita there.
Yes, that is. I love that one. That is it's very
it's a really
creamy,
different, good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then my husband had a giant beer at Beer Garden, the grapefruit beer at Beer Garden. So that was kind of a fun thing. And then I tried a few wines at Food and Wine. But other than that, we didn't do any lounges or anything. Just all the alcohol we drank was during meals or just walking around Epcot.
Yeah. Any favorites?
I really like the avocado margarita.
Yeah, that is good.
My husband really grossed out when I ordered it.
No, it's like
he doesn't like avocados.
But it's very creamy, and they actually cut that right in front of you. It's very fresh. It's smooth.
And it doesn't taste like avocado.
No. I'm excited to try the new quick serve there outside, and they've got some right. That wasn't open when you guys were there, was it? No.
You
guys just missed it. I'm looking forward to that.
And I only had one Food and Wine at the whole Food and Wine event.
Yeah.
We had at the American Pavilion a lobster roll. I had a lobster roll and a Chardonnay from Hops and Barley in the American Pavilion, and I thoroughly enjoyed the lobster roll. I felt like it was as good as the one at Columbia Harbor House.
Isn't it amazing? Yeah, the lobster rolls started, for me, it was at the Columbia Harbor House. I've had one. They had one at the Contempo Cafe in the Contemporary, and I always forget the name of this. There's one other Magic Kingdom restaurant there over in Tomorrowland, the Terrace, whatever it's called, Tomorrowland Terrace. Yeah, they had there. They're all very good. Yeah, did you get huge chunks of lobster meat?
Yeah, really huge chunks of lobster meat, and there didn't seem to be. It wasn't real mayonnaise-y. They kind of just put this kind of a drizzle of a sauce over the top of the lobster.
They do them good.
It was a lot more lobster heavy, I think, than the one at Columbia Harbor House. Although that one has big chunks of lobster meat too. But yeah, this one was really good, and it was on a garlic roll.
Oh, nice. What do you guys get? Really, what kind of seafood? You get a lot of seafood from the Gulf?
I'm not a big, huge seafood eater. I'm not very adventurous when it comes to seafood. But we do get a lot of seafood in the Gulf. We've got a big restaurant chain here called Landry's that they do a lot of seafood.
Okay.
And my husband and son like to go to a place called Joe's Crab Shack and get buckets of, and they'll both eat like 3 buckets of crab apiece.
Oh, okay.
And I watch them do that. I can't do that, but I can eat the lobster rolls. Everything else for me, if it's seafood, has to be fried. And as long as I can't tell what it was when it was alive, I can eat it.
Have you been to the boathouse yet?
We have not been to any of the restaurants in Disney Springs except for T-Rex.
Wow.
But we haven't been to any of the other ones or any of the nicer dining establishments at any of the resorts. And that's something that we really need to spread our wings on a little bit and start doing things like that.
You've got something to look forward to. All right. Let's see. Brandy, you must have gone to some lounges.
Well, not too many.
Okay. I'm not saying you're a lush. I'm just saying you went.
I know. Well, we did the Brown Derby Lounge.
Nice. Yeah.
We got to watch the evening shows from there too, which was nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I had my grapefruit martini, which I adore.
Yes, I know
That's one of my favorites.
That's right. I remember.
Stews.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had 1 or 2. I won't reveal, but it was probably 2.
Is that what you have? Those are at the Brown Derbies where you have those?
Yes.
Is that the only place that has that?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just for them because they have the grapefruit cake there.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they made a martini out of it.
Nice.
Yeah. And then at the Baseline Tap House, my favorite beer of all the beers that we tried, which was pretty much all of them, had to be the Green Flash Passion Fruit Fruit Kicker Wheat.
Wow, that sounds complex.
Yeah. It's just light and it has like that little bit of passion fruit and it's super refreshing. So if we went back, I would probably just pick, instead of doing the flight, I would pick a full one of those.
Well, see, what you do is you get a flight, and then if you like one, that's when you get the bigger one. They have like 16 ounce also besides flights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very good. How about you, Jaime? Any standout for lounges?
Well, we didn't hit any lounges in the resorts or in the parks, but we did head over to Disney Springs and went to Jock Lindsay's, which you can consider a lounge.
I do.
Yeah.
You bet I do.
When we went over to Saratoga Springs, we went and checked in and walked around a little bit, went down to the pool, got a drink at the pool. Bert got a beer, and I think I just got a water at that point because I was saving myself for later. And then we drove over to Disney Springs. Bert had never been. I had been on a previous trip with my daughter to go to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, of course. And so we went and we walked through the boathouse. We didn't eat there. We just wanted to check it out. And Bert obviously loves the water, loves boats. He's a marine surveyor. So anything to do with boating, we walked around. The outdoor seating has all those old antique boats. So he checked those out. And then we went over to Jock Lindsay's. We got some appetizers. I got a glass of wine, and I believe he got a martini or a margarita. I think it was a margarita. So that was kind of romantic. I have to pull the romance back into our trip since it was just the two of us. Because, the sun was setting. We were out on the boat. We sat on the boat. I told Bert, I'm like, Kurt said you have to sit out on the boat. So we have to sit on the boat. So we walked out there and sat out there. So that was fun. It was a fun night.
I love Jock Lindsay's. Everybody does. That's a good one. And what does he think of those amphibious cars?
He wants to do that with the girls.
Yeah.
We were watching them go in and out the whole time. We were sitting there, and he's like, the girls would love this. The girls would love this. So our next trip, we're actually going back in January. As you know, we're going to meet up with you guys. So we're hoping to do that then. We'll see. Yeah.
I know. Well, actually, while you mentioned that, Jaime, you guys, the three of you, almost met. Well, some of you met, some of you didn't, right?
Yeah.
Yes. We all tried to all meet together, but we met each other. Kelly met both of us.
Hey, Kelly was
brought us all together.
Very nice. I
met Brandy. I met Jaime. I met Holly. I had a lot of geek meets. My husband was like, who are all these internet people that you know?
These internet people. I love the geek meets. I know it's hard to do sometimes because we're running around and the people we're with might not understand, like Mama. She wants to run to the next thing.
I want to meet Mama. I'm excited to meet Mama.
Well, you got to go find her. She won't come find you, I think.
That's the thing. Okay.
I think that's why we set some very specific times we're going to be. And with that, I love it. I'm excited. We're going to meet a lot of people this time in January. So that's great. I'm excited.
Well, Kelly, I know that Bert appreciated meeting your husband. He did, because he was like, what are we doing? So when he saw that your husband was there, he's like, oh, cool. Hello.
I think Bert and John kind of hit it off.
Yeah, I do.
I think they were kind of sad to see each other go.
They were chatting more than we were talking to the kids, and they were all talking by the fountain there in front of the American Pavilion. So it was funny.
Right.
Well, my biggest dream is to have the big Geekin family reunion. I can't wait till we get a real nice big trip together and see a lot of people. I'm excited to do that one day. All right. Where are we? I got to go to my questions from I'm going to go to the patron saint of the Geekin family. His name is Kevin Curtis Allen. He's calling himself that now after he heard it once. I think Lindsay said that, but he had a great question. What did you do for the first time on this trip? Kelly, want to take that one first?
Well, let's see. We got pixie dust in our hair for the first time at the barber shop on Main Street.
Oh, fun.
That was something I had just heard about, and I wasn't really sure how it worked, but me and the girls just walked on over, and I said, how do we go about getting pixie dust? And she goes, well, just come right over here, and it's free, and they have you make a wish while they sprinkle pixie dust on your hair, and they turn you around 3 times and say something. I can't remember what it is they say, but it's some kind of a little happy spell.
Yeah, right. I had it.
Spray on it so it stays.
So you didn't get your hair cut, but you got the pixie dust anyway.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we got some pixie dust sprinkled in our hair.
I did get my hair cut there one time.
Yeah? Are you going to do that?
I did it one time. Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I got the pixie. They call it pirate's dust, though, I think, for guys.
So you got the pirate's dust?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
I did.
Is it the same as pixie dust? Is it?
I think so.
Just a little.
Yeah, I think it's the same. I think it was. Yeah, and you get so busy before I went on vacation, I didn't get my hair cut, and it was like, I'm going to do it. And that was great. I didn't have to, I think I was there right before they closed too. They were closing for a couple of weeks, and I was like the last one before they closed up for a couple of weeks.
Oh,
that's good.
Okay.
Good stuff. Okay. That was cute. Did you see any of the little kids getting their haircut for the first time?
Cool. We walked in there, and they had quite a crowd going in there. They looked like they were gearing up for a really busy day. So there were a few people in the chairs getting their hair cut, but we just kind of went in there. My husband and son were waiting in line for Chippendale, which is right there on Main Street. So we went in, got our pixie dust, and left.
That's cool.
We watched The Kiss Goodnight for the first time this trip. Stayed for it and waited for it.
Nice. And I kind of recently learned about that. I don't know why I never heard that before.
Flight of Passage was a new one for us this time, which was amazing.
Did you all do the Flight of Passage?
Yes.
Yeah. So everybody got a chance to do that.
I didn't. I chickened out.
Did you? Why? Do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. How come?
I had my little one with me.
Yeah.
And obviously she couldn't do it. So we did the Navi River journey.
Okay.
While Adeline and Bert did the Flight of Passage. But I do want to do it. But no, I checked. And I was a little nervous after Kurt's story about him riding it.
You listen to.
Do you get motion sick?
Sometimes. Sometimes I do. Yeah. It's hit or miss. So.
The great thing about Flight of Passage is, and my son was just a little apprehensive about it because we just didn't really know what to expect. But when he saw that the ride vehicle was bolted to the floor, that it wasn't going anywhere, I said, if you get scared, if you jump off if your Banshee jumps off a cliff and you get scared, just close your eyes. You're not going anywhere, which I know didn't really well for Kurt, but It worked for Manny. At one point, I turned around and looked at Manny, and he had just taken his glasses off. He was just done for a few seconds, and then he put them back on.
Yeah, that's what Adeline said about the glasses. She said, if I took the glasses off, she didn't get motion sick, but she knew if she took them off, she wouldn't feel as sick. So that's
Right.
smart.
Mm.
Yeah.
And the other new stuff for us was just the Halloween party.
Nice.
We did the Star Wars launch bay for the first time. Met the Star Wars characters, which was just absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
Watched the Frozen sing along for the first time, which we had skipped last time we were there. So we were glad we did that. I rode Expedition Everest and Rock and Roller Coaster both for the first time, and I absolutely love Expedition Everest. It's probably one of my top 3 rides now.
Oh, you
Love that ride.
never did it before?
I had never done it before. I'm a little bit of a roller coaster chicken.
Okay.
I used to love the really and the wilder the better for me when I was younger, but after I had kids, I think I don't know, for me a self-preservation thing kicked in where I just it wasn't as much fun for me to do dangerous things as it used to be, I guess, because I have these little guys I have to stay alive for,
So are you adventurous now? You're going to do these bigger attractions?
As far as big scary attractions go, I think Disney, all in all, compared to, your Six Flags and things like that, is pretty tame.
Right.
So the rides at Disney, they don't really measure up to the rides at the big, huge theme parks. Maybe even more like Universal. Maybe, I'm not sure. I've never been to Universal, but one of my daughter's friend who was with us, she's more of a thrill seeker, and she was pretty bored the entire time with the rides. She really liked Expedition Everest. She really liked Rock and Roller Coaster, but she said that she wished there were more rides like that. But she's a roller coaster junkie. So
right. Yeah.
And then we did the BBC Lounge for the first time too. So that was a neat experience.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You had a lot of new stuff.
Lots of new stuff this time.
That's
Lots of new
awesome.
stuff.
How about Brandy? Any new?
We had lots of new stuff too. We did the Navi River journey as well for the first time. Flight of Passage was our second time, but we love that. We both thought the Navi River journey was beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely worth experiencing. I would definitely do it again. We really liked it. We did the Pirates League for the first time. And my husband got real into it. We must have did like 6 maps. I don't know if that was all we could do, but they were closing and they had to tell him there's no more time.
That is hysterical.
He couldn't believe that all these things were hidden in plain sight. And he just got a kick out of it. He loved it. And of course, we got the fast passes and everything, but he loved doing the maps. He really liked that.
That's hysterical.
We also stayed off site for the first time. So that was a big adjustment for us. Not having extra magic hours or also driving a car because we're used to taking transportation. So that was definitely different. We got to experience the trams. We had never been on trams before because we just always took the transportation. So that was all really different. And then a highlight was Happily Ever After. That was our first time seeing that.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Happily Ever After?
I liked it a lot. I liked the projections. We both agreed that we maybe love Wishes a little bit more. I don't know if it's nostalgia or the songs or something, but it just moves us a little bit more. But
I think Lindsay and Holly reviewed that pretty well. And the song, the music's more memorable in Wishes. There's more of a story to Wishes. And
the thing about Happily Ever After is we could never get up close enough to the castle to really see.
Yes.
You really have to be on top of that castle to really appreciate the show, I think. Because I think I probably only saw one half of the projections that I was supposed to see because we were not really far back, but, a reasonable amount of way away from the castle. And I think you really miss something if you're not right there, which is unfortunate because the castle is not exactly built up on high ground.
Where were you?
Totally.
Where were you situated?
we were situated probably behind the massive crowd. We didn't make our way into the, when you're watching that nighttime show, this massive crowd of people in front of the castle, and it's pretty uncomfortable to start kind of wading your way in there.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to make an escape when everybody starts to leave. And it seems like with Wishes, you could stand back out of the mess a little bit and still get a good experience. And with this one, you really kind of have to be part of that, part of the fracas in there.
And I think everybody knows that as well. So it makes it even more of like a chaos. Whereas people might watch Wishes from behind or from the side to kind of like spread out the crowd. It's just, I've never experienced that kind of crowd before.
Oh, so
I agree completely. We were in front of Casey's and it was raining. So people had their full golf umbrellas up. And if you didn't see the castle, you felt like you were missing it. And it was really unfortunate. And I was frustrated. Let's just put it that way. I was frustrated when we were trying to watch it, especially with the three girls. And I think with the castle projections, if you're not in front of the castle, you do feel like you're missing something. I think Kelly said with Wishes, you could be anywhere. You could be at the Polynesian. You could be at, the Grand Floridian or up in California Grill, and you didn't feel like you were missing anything. So I feel like this is everybody has to be in the hub or else. Yeah. I mean, you can enjoy it from a distance. You can if you're not expecting to watch the castle projection. So
interesting take. I like that. I guess we watched it from doing the dessert party. So we were in the hub with that roped off area. So I guess that is a really good tip to do that then, to get that perspective.
Yeah, I think that's the only way.
Nice.
Bert said that. Bert, when we went, the two of us, we knew what we were going into. So we scoped out a space in the hub. We got there, the 3 hours early or 2 hours early when we came back in November, Bert and I. And he said, what, we're going to do the dessert party next time with the girls because I'm not doing this again. He was like, this is insane. Yeah. So
John and I said the same thing. It's worth the money to do the dessert party if you can, to get that good viewing. We decided the next time if we decide to watch Happily Ever After again or make it an event that we will do the dessert party.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. And I was poo-poo on it too. I take it all back.
Well, just from the perspective of you don't want to be frustrated. You want to have a good time.
I get it. Yeah.
So
awesome.
I think it's a good way to go for the dessert party for watching Happily Ever After.
Great tips for everybody. Okay, Jaime, did you do anything new?
We did a few things, some repeats. Bert and I also did when we went, just the two of us in November, did the Pirates Adventure. And like Brandy said, Bert loved it. I loved it. It was fun. It was cracking me up.
I'm glad we've promoted it a lot.
Yeah, I know Lindsay mentioned it. So I was like, we got to do that. Just the two of us. And I know when we go back with the girls, we'll definitely do that. What else? Happily Ever After was new for us. Yeah. We went to Beaches and Cream for the first time.
Really?
So that was a foodie kind of thing I didn't mention. Since Adeline was turning 10, we decided to go get that kitchen sink sundae.
Oh, that's right.
And that was an adventure.
I've never done the kitchen sink, but I love Beaches and Cream. What did you think of Beaches and Cream?
It was great. It was great. The atmosphere was fun. It wasn't crowded. We had a reservation, so we got right in.
Yeah.
It was a great time. Our waitress was, awesome. Cast member was super friendly and really attentive to Adeline because it was her birthday. So it was fun. Yeah.
Did you eat the whole thing? Did you eat the whole kitchen sink? No.
Oh goodness.
Oh, I'm disappointed at you
I
guys.
know. I'm not
Shame.
I don't have a sweet tooth, and my girls tried. We tried our darndest, but we just couldn't make a dent in it.
Yeah. Oh, really? They didn't make a dent in it? You could have invited some other people over.
I know. We should have.
Off the street.
A whole bunch of tables over. Yeah.
Wow. That's fun.
What else? Oh, and we also, the first time we had Memory Maker. So we hit up every photo pass person you could possibly imagine in every park and every resort, everywhere. So that was fun because we had never had a Memory Maker before. So we got lots of fun pictures these two trips.
Excellent. We always recommend that. Now you got lots of great pictures.
I highly recommend that if you can get it. It's a lot of fun to not have to I always had to drag my big Canon camera around, and take all the pictures, which I enjoyed, but I was never in any of them. So I was like, hey, I'm on this trip too. But
yeah, it's awesome for that. Now with all the magic shots too, they keep adding them. They're fantastic.
They are fun. And one other thing, we did that Visa meet and greet. I know Kelly mentioned the launch bay, so we got to meet Kylo Ren, my favorite, in the meet and greet.
Nice.
So that was fun to, just walk, we just walked right in. So that was nice to do. And then another fun thing we did when we were in Epcot, Adeline and I went off, my oldest went off and kind of walked around Epcot, some of the pavilions we had never really explored. We went into Morocco and walked in through all the shops and just took our time because you're rushing through it.
Right.
With the kids and you're trying to get to Fast Pass. But the two of us kind of took our time, mother and daughter, and walked through the shopping area. And Adeline got one of those henna tattoos on her hands,
nice,
which she really liked having. And we went into the France pavilion and got macaroons and sat and took pictures with the PhotoPass gentleman there. And nice. It was nice, just the two of us. So
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move. We got lots more here from our family of geeks. I'm going to skip over here to Glenn Kessler. He's got some great questions. He's always got great questions. So Glenn asks, what was something you thought was overrated and what was something you thought was underrated? Kelly, can you tackle that one?
Well, the overrated, I guess, and I don't know if it's really overrated, but I guess Cinderella's Royal Table, is probably the most overrated thing. Underrated, and I don't really know that this is underrated. I don't know. It may be being underused, and I hope to God Disney doesn't take this away, but those minivans are amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
You did the minivan.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
We did do the minivan. So we had a couple Epcot days, which, we used our close proximity with Beach Club to just walk over. But even for Hollywood Studios, we used those minivans back and forth. And we got a minivan the second night we were there, and we will probably never do anything else, even with the bus service with the resorts. To us, it's just worth the $20.
Wow.
To have a little private van. And the people that drive the minivans, everybody that we got, it was almost like riding with an Imagineer almost. I mean, I don't think they're Imagineers, obviously, but they know so much about the parks. They were all seasoned cast members that had been around for years.
Okay.
And they would kind of even give us a little tour while we were on our way back to the resort. They'd point out different things like, well, that's where they're going to build the Riviera Resort. And this is where the gondolas are going in and things like that. And just a lot of really good advice from them. They're very, very knowledgeable people.
That's probably that's by design, I'm sure. I'm
sure it is.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't heard that.
Cast members instead of, just off the street kind of, drivers. Yeah. Yeah. We took them too. Sorry to jump in there, but we did that. We did it one night. One of my daughters and my husband stayed at Epcot to do a little bit extra. My youngest was exhausted. So we went back to the Polynesian. And of course, it's Florida in October. It was pouring. I mean, Florida pouring. And I was not about to go get on a bus to Hollywood Studios in the pouring rain. So we did the minivans, and it was worth every penny and more. So courteous, so helpful with the booster seat for my 4-year-old. Just absolutely wonderful. I can't say enough words about how wonderful that service is. I think
when we were done, he could tell it was we told him it was our first time. And when we were done, when we got back to the beach club, he said, well, would you like to take a picture? And I said, absolutely. Because I thought, I'm going to post this on the Geekin pod, on the Facebook group. And he posed the car just so. He opened one of the doors and told one of the girls to lean into the window. And, so he posed this just right. You could tell he had done that before. That was really cool that he did that.
And you booked this.
And then what's that?
You booked this through the app?
It's a Lyft. You book it through Lyft.
Oh,
so if you just download the Lyft app on your phone, and I think I did it a little bit backwards. I didn't have the Lyft app on my phone yet, so I went ahead and downloaded the Lyft app. Yeah. And I think it would have been better had I told Beach Club Bell Services first that I was going to be using it or something. I think I ended up having to call Beach Club Bell Services, and they set something up for me. And then
There's
I
a
logged
code.
into the Lyft app. Okay, there's a code.
Yeah. If you go to I went to the front desk because I knew there was something about having to talk to somebody. So if you go to the front desk of any resort, I believe, I'm not sure if it's out at every resort, but if it's available at your resort, you go to the front desk and they just, had me download the Lyft app, and then they put in a code and it brought up the minivan service under your app in the app. Yeah.
It's only available for deluxe.
All the available car types you can choose, and then Disney minivan pops up
underneath.
Really easy.
Mm-hmm. It's only available for deluxe resorts right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. And then the other underrated thing for me is Flights of Wonder at Animal Kingdom. I've heard rumors they're taking that show away.
Yeah. Yes, I saw that.
Probably one of my favorite shows in all of Disney World. I just love that show.
Yeah.
So
I do too.
You get out there and they're still doing it. Be sure to stop and watch it. It's just phenomenal.
I like that one too. All right. Yeah. Brandy, what was the question?
Yeah. Over, underrated.
Yeah. What was something that was maybe overrated or something you consider underrated?
I have a hard time with the overrated, but
I agree.
We talked about it. I know it's hard to pick because we're just so happy just being there. But I think one of our least favorite pavilions that is hyped up a lot is the Canada Pavilion during Food and Wine.
I got scared there. I thought you were going to say Mexico. I just had a little moment there.
Never.
I'm sorry. You said Canada, right?
Canada, yeah. And it could have just been the timing of the steaks, but it was way overdone, and we had a lot of better
Le Cellier.
Better meals. It was just the Food and Wine Pavilion.
Oh, okay. Not Le Cellier. Okay.
It was in the restaurant, yeah.
Yep, gotcha.
But just the pavilion, I feel like you can try a lot of different things.
Okay.
Other than what they offered. Wasn't the best. But the other thing I think is underrated are the concert series. I can't believe how many great bands and entertainment that they're offering with Park at Mission. We saw the concert while we were there, obviously the Blue October. We went there specifically to see them. They sing our wedding song. So
that's great.
After we saw that concert, my husband and me were like, we need to stop and take more time for the entertainment. Yeah. There's so many good acts. So we thought that was very underrated.
I know why you guys listen to my podcast. You guys got a lot of opinions that are the same as mine. That must attract you guys. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who Blue October is. Is that like a newer kind of band? See, I'm an old guy, but
yeah, it was their first time at Epcot. Yeah. They loved it. They had their kids on stage.
Yeah,
and they were loving it, but they didn't sing our wedding song, unfortunately.
Oh, not that set. I mean, that's weird. Yeah, is it a real popular song?
It's not a love song classic.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They played some of their newer stuff.
You know what I say to people too? I love music. I like a lot of different kinds of music, and I might not know. I mean, I want to go see the bands that I know, but I've gone when it's someone I don't really know that much and still had a great time. They're great entertainment. Yeah. I think I just love those concerts they have there. You guys I played it on the podcast, but Peter Noon in the Herman's Hermits.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was awesome. He's such a character.
And I saw that Kelly and her family were there for Tiffany. That looked awesome.
We didn't even plan for that. We just were kind of walking by, and I think I had seen it on the Disney website that Tiffany was going to be there, but we didn't really plan to stop and watch. And then we walked by and the concert was just starting, and my husband goes, Tiffany, and he, had this crush on her in the 80s. He says, well, we gotta stop. Because I think every guy had a little crush on Tiffany and Debbie Gibson in the 80s, and we were teenagers in the 80s. So we walked down there, and Tiffany comes off the stage and comes into the audience, and my son took a selfie with Tiffany. It was amazing.
Nice. That's a perfect example because, I mean, I remember her video in the mall. It was kind of a bubblegum pop kind of music, which is my favorite. So I wouldn't be like, crazy. I wouldn't be like going there to see her. But if I'm walking by and like you said, you have these experiences with, these kind of famous people. But how was the concert? How was the music?
It was great. It was great. And she did, the old 80s songs, I Think We're Alone Now, and things like that. And Manny had absolutely no idea who she was.
Right.
He's taking the selfie with her and he's kind of sending it to his friends. And I'm telling him, Manny, do you realize if you were a kid right now in 1985, how cool you would be right now? Or whenever it was that she was popular. I know it was the 80s, but
like a year.
Wow. It was just really neat.
Like 1 year, I think, too.
Yeah.
That's great. I love it. That's awesome. I saw, what was the other one? Little River Band, which I always liked.
Okay. Yeah.
And they were fantastic. And I don't think they had one member from the original group. They still sounded good. But anyways, that's awesome. Jaime, did you have anything that you feel is underrated or?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say about Blue October. I had never heard of them. And when Kelly and Brandy said, let's meet there. So we sat and we listened to their music. And I love them now. I actually downloaded like a whole bunch. Thank you guys. See, the Geekin family. You just get great music and lots of good stuff out of it. So thanks, guys. Let me think. It's so hard. Overrated. Okay, I'm going to be controversial for a minute.
Oh, boy.
We had a bad time on the monorails, and I know people do. And it was so frustrating, the monorails. I was not a happy camper. So that was not that it's overrated, but, there's this thing about you got to get on the monorails, and they just were not living up to my expectations. I sound like such a brat. But I was disappointed in my monorail service.
Well, yeah, we had a monorail incident, as you probably know, from Grand Floridian because it wasn't running. It's like the only transportation they had from their flagship resort. Yeah, so I'm not going to kick you off the podcast for that.
I love the monorails. I mean, when I was a little girl and we were at Epcot, we used to sit in one of the areas and like guess which color was coming, and I mean, I have such great memories of riding on them, but the trip we took in October with the girls, we were leaving Epcot and we drove, which I had never done before. That was another first. Sorry to backtrack, but we had never driven before. We had always taken the buses and that sort of thing. So Bert took the youngest in the car because she was asleep. So I took the older two. And we're like, let's take the monorail back to the Polynesian. It was a horror show. It was a nightmare. So, it was. I'm not even going to go there. It was just that. So anyway,
they've been having problems.
That was upsetting.
They've been having some software problems and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand that, but communication is key.
Yes. And
you need to tell people what's going on. So that was frustrating. So
I agree.
If they could work on the communication, it would.
I agree 100%. Yeah. They have people sitting there with iPads and walkie-talkies, and yet they didn't know what was going on. That's the other part that frustrated me. But all right.
Yeah, and I'm not one to cause a stink. I mean, I didn't say anything.
No.
But I was just watching the people. You just see what's going on. I was observing what was happening. So, and then underrated, I have to say the Streetmosphere at Hollywood Studios. We had such a great, and I know Holly loves it too.
Great
shout
choice.
out to Holly. But she, Adeline, my oldest, is a performer in her heart. Loves to sing and act, and she just had a great time with one of the gentlemen there who's a a Hollywood director, gave her a contract and an Academy Award and had her sing. And it was just a lot of fun interacting with the Streetmosphere in Hollywood Studios. So we appreciate that. And I love Sunset Boulevard. So anytime I can stroll down Sunset Boulevard I'm very happy. So that was fun.
That's a great choice, Jaime. And I 100% agree with you. I hate those people who walk by when that show is going on. It drives me nuts. What are you walking by for? This is best part of this park. It's cheesy and fun, but that's why you're there. Yeah, I love that. So. Remember the Googlemans? Did you ever see the Googlemans?
I don't think I've caught them. Ooh, I'm gonna write that down.
I don't know if they're still there. It was like they're kind of like a Three Stooges kind of slapstick kind of thing with the boss, kind of a heavy set guy with a construction hat on, and or they're like sanitation workers
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. And wait, I have one more underrated.
All right.
And I know we've talked about this, or y'all have talked about this on the podcast before, but taking the boats, we were at Wilderness Lodge. So taking that boat from Wilderness Lodge over to Magic Kingdom in the morning was so magical. It was just beautiful.
Nice.
First thing in the morning, get up, have breakfast, and then hop on the boat. It's just wonderful to come around the corner, around Bay Lake into Seven Seas Lagoon and see the castle.
Nice.
And it's just, you have to take it in. You have to take a moment to take it all in. And that really did it for us when Bert and I were at Wilderness Lodge. It's just taking a moment to, take it easy and
Nice. Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Don't underrate. Yeah. The transportation, like especially the boats, I 100% agree. That's a great, especially when you're staying in the resort loop area. Got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to do one more from Glenn Kessler, guys. And I don't know if you all can answer this, but this was asked, and a couple of people like this one. What was your favorite extra thing? These are things like dessert parties or the holiday party. He said carriage ride. Did you guys do, Kelly, did you do any kind of thing like that? Kind of maybe a extra cost or something like that?
My favorite extra was, again, the minivans. It was an extra cost, but totally worth it
Nice.
to us.
I'm glad we covered that. That is, I wonder if they're going to run out of them. Like, this sounds like it's going to get so popular. Are they going to have enough to service everyone? So
The person that we talked to, he was really kind of doubting and hoping that they would keep it because he really liked this new job as a minivan driver too.
Yeah.
He said, well, I really hope they keep this around because I don't want to go back to doing what I was doing before.
It sounds like a good job.
I hope so.
Maybe that's what I'll do when I retire.
Kurt, I'm gonna one-liner this, and I'm probably gonna cause a big problem in the group, but I do want to add to my overrated was Citrus Swirl for me. It was overrated.
What are you trying to do?
I think
you're causing a riff.
Bad one. I think I got a bad batch.
Oh, really? Was it sour?
Yeah,
I think Jennifer Galamba said that as well.
Sour?
I remember seeing on the Facebook post. Yeah.
You got more orange peel?
My orange part tasted like orange peel, like just straight orange peel. And it was very bitter. And all of us looked at each other, and I really tried to smile and love it, but I kind of had to throw it away halfway through. So
maybe it was a bad one. I'm going to hope it was just a bad one.
I think the orange bird for me does it. I don't like it as much, but just that little character I get to see when I order it, I'm like, yay, I love the orange bird. So that could be it for many of us.
I'll say that instead of my favorite extra because the minivan was my extra and I already did that one. So
it's supposed to be more tart than it is. It shouldn't be bitter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was pretty bitter.
Okay.
Bitter.
Well, you're probably not going to try it again, but
I'll have to try it again.
There is now a riff in the force.
Yeah.
I think, we're going to have a big fight on the Facebook group now.
Probably so.
No, we're all family. You can disagree with your family.
I know. Family squabble. All right. Let's see. Man. Brandy.
Yeah. We,
extras.
one of my favorite extras that's going on with the magic bands, and I posted this on the Facebook group while we were there, is the posters that show up while you're in Rock and Roller Coaster. And I think they do it on Everest as well.
Yes.
We saw it in the line for Everest with our names on there.
I had never seen that. It was my name,
but I felt so special. It was never Brandon, but that's okay. And also because of Jaime and her post on the Facebook page, we got to do the pass holder night.
That's right.
Hollywood Studios. And that was awesome. It was a preview for the seasonal spectacular where they're changing the Tower of Terror and doing the projections.
Yeah.
And so we got to watch that. And we got to go on Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror many, many times during that evening because we found out about that. So that was definitely our favorite extra.
Nice. So the podcast did that for you.
Yes.
That's awesome. I'm so glad. Yay.
And how long was that for, Brandy?
It was, I want to say it was 2 hours.
That's all. Yeah. It's kind of short.
Yeah. So the show is short. It's probably about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
To go through all the projections. And then they let down a little bit of snow. And then it was just rides after that. But because everybody was clearing out of the park before that as well, we got to go on Toy Story like 4 times in a row before the show started. So
Nice. So it was like empty then for you guys.
yeah, it was wonderful because we had such crowds that weekend with the race and everything. So we were loving it.
Wow. How was the projections on Tower of Terror? I was a little bit, I gotta be honest with you, I was a little bit like, I don't know about putting Toy Story on my Tower of Terror because I'm a big sci-fi, Twilight Zone guy.
Yeah, they can't mess with that tower. Never change that tower. I'll be very upset.
I'm a huge Twilight. I mean, I grew up with Twilight Zone. My wife is too. She'll be devastated if they. But how was the projection? That was on the Tower of Terror. The projections, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's 4 different stories that go on, so it changes 4 different projections. I think there's a gingerbread house, a bunch of gifts from Toy Story. Can't remember the 2 other one. A frozen one from Olaf, where it gets frozen. But the whole time that the projections are on there, people are still riding it. So the doors are still opening. You still see the people.
Wow.
Yeah. And the projection mapping on there, it's amazing.
Wow.
What they've done. It's beautiful. And everything around you as well, the whole street, the whole Sunset Boulevard, which we love, is lit up. And
Super.
The billboards have different characters telling their story about the projections. So, yeah, we liked it a lot. It was good.
Good job. I like that. All right. Jaime, did you have any favorite extra?
Goodness, I lost my train of thought because I've been thinking of how magical that must have been. I wish we made it
Just threw you off.
we left that day, and I was like, oh, goodness. I would love to see that. Extras, sorry. We've never done any of like the dessert parties and stuff. So hopefully next time we go, like I said, with Happily Ever After, we'll definitely do that. I guess the biggest thing this past 2 trips is we got the annual pass. So we were really blessed to get, the memory maker. And I'm looking at our pictures now on my computer. So I think that was my favorite thing from the past 2 trips is just being able to look back at the pictures. And then also, of course, having the discounts, the annual pass holder discounts was an extra for us too. So,
well, I think, if you've not done the memory maker because of the cost, you're very mistaken because it's worth it. I mean, what better take home can you have than all those pictures and the videos, and you get them from the rides too. So those are going to be, I've got posters. Actually, you know what we're going to do this year in January? Mama has a great idea. She's such an internet lurker. And we have these posters that I gave for her for Christmas gifts over the years with us when the kids were younger. And we're going to repose for those now that they're all grown up.
Oh, that's fun. That's a great idea. That's great.
Yeah, thank you. And I remember one year I said, I don't care. We talked about this. You know how you get busy and you're doing stuff and nobody wants to take a picture or whatever. I said, my goal for this trip, this one particular year when they were young, we are going to get a picture of our family in front of the weenie. I don't care and it wasn't easy either. You got to round everybody up, make sure you're paying attention because you missed that moment. It's gone. So we're going to try to recreate those. We're going to recreate those. Now it might be easier now that they're adults, say.
It's funny. I'm looking at our pictures and I see the one we did the Tangled Lantern picture where we waited in a huge line. I'm like, I have to do this. That's my favorite. One of my favorite movies. One of my favorite princesses is Tangled. But it's so funny because Bert and I are jokesters with each other. And, they're like, look at the camera and then look at the light. And then they're like, look at each other lovingly. And I just started laughing hysterically. So the picture, I'm like, I cannot hold it together. And the fun thing is they put the outtakes in it. Yeah. So there's an outtake of me hysterically laughing. And that's my favorite picture. Yeah. The outtake of me laughing because that's the memory I have of it. So it's a really nice thing to have is the extra laughing pictures.
All right. I got time for maybe a couple more here. I'm going to go to Mandy Ray Malinowski. She had a couple of questions. I'm sorry I'm not going to get to everyone's questions, but These were awesome questions, guys, from the Geekin family. So thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. I'm still having fun, but I like this one from Mandy Ray. Did you learn anything new on this trip? And do you have any best advice for newbies? Any best tips, tricks, strategies, that kind of stuff? Kelly, anything that you learned on this trip?
We did learn some new things as far as we were kind of newbies with the whole Star Wars thing. And so what I would suggest for new people to do is first and foremost, of course, which I know you say all the time, is make sure you take time to stop and kind of smell the roses. When you're at Disney. It's really easy to get wrapped up in the planning, and it's really easy to pack your day so full that at the end of the day, you really don't even remember what the heck it was that you did because you were just so worried about getting to the next thing.
Right.
So be sure to stop and be in the moment just a little bit.
Right.
But look around and ask cast members questions. There are so many knowledgeable, even the janitorial staff.
Yes.
The janitorial cast members at the Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
They know the best places to stand for parades.
Right.
They know the best places to sit and when to sit for certain shows. Like at Hollywood Studios, I stopped a guy and I said, hey, if I want to be in the front row for the Stormtroopers when they come through and do their little show, and he said, follow me. And he just told us, right, he said, just stay here.
Nice.
And they're going to mark this off in a minute. And if you stay here, you're good. So if you're friendly with the cast members and just ask them just honest questions, hey, what's the best way to do this? Or what's the best way to get from point A to point B over here? They'll let you know. They love it when people ask questions, I think. I think it's better than trying to do things yourself and then getting frustrated. So that would probably be my best tip.
I like it. That's a great one. Yes. When, speaking of stories, when I broke the wheel on the wheelchair that Lindsay was in the hub in front of the castle, there was your friendly janitorial person there. They got the little mop or sweeper in there, and she was the friendliest and she just helped me right away. Got someone on the walkie-talkie to come save me.
I think they get abused quite a bit too. I know my daughter's a Disney Store cast member, and she gets abused in her own way at the store. And when we went, she was using her cast. They had a special cast member discount for that season. She got 40% off of merchandise. So every time we wanted to buy something, we'd call her over and say, hey, can you come buy this for us? The parents had become the children, she was kind of being our parent. But she got into some conversations with some cast members, and they were kind of being honest and frank with each other about, how people treat people. Yeah. And I kind of took that to heart. And not that I'm not a complainer by nature, but I always try to make sure to be extra nice to those cast members because they really receive so much abuse from the general public because let's face it, you're spending a ton of money. It's usually hot. It's usually crowded. And that just makes tempers flare. People are spending a little bit too much time with their family, probably not enough rest and things like that. So I think it's just a breeding ground for rude behavior sometimes. So I think that one of the experiences we had was that we had gone to Gaston's Tavern during the Halloween party because we were just ready for some downtime and we had split up from the kids. So it was just my husband and I. And I said, hey, I've always wanted to try one of those LeFou's brews. Let's go to Gaston's Tavern and get one of those, and then we can just sit and relax for a little bit. So we went to Gaston's Tavern, and I guess they have two different cups. They have a cup with Gaston on it for the guys, like a tankard, like a little plastic. Yep. These are the souvenir cups. And then I guess they have a goblet for Belle. Yep. And I said, okay, well, I'll have a Belle goblet with the LeFou's brew, and my husband's going to have the Gaston tankard cup with Gaston on it. And she looked at me and she said, we are all out of Belle goblets. And I said, okay, no big deal. Just give us two of the mugs. And she said, are you serious? And I said, yeah. And she said, you're the first person today that has not yelled at me because we're out of these goblets. And I said, I'm sorry that's happening to you. My goodness. And she actually gave us one of the drinks for free. She said, I'm going to give you this one for free because you were so nice to me. And so you will get a little bit of extra pixie dust if you're just be nice to the cast members. They have such a hard job.
I 100%, especially
that's good.
Any of you guys have any of you guys ever worked those kind of jobs? I certainly have. I've got an appreciation. Yes. Right. And Lindsay says that too. She said that was a secret she learned as being a cast member. I would be that way too.
I 100% agree with you, Kelly. I mean, yeah, absolutely. That's sorry. I'm like, I get so frustrated when people are rude to cast members or anybody, even guests. It's frustrating. As people who love the parks, it's very frustrating to see that. So
I'm the type of person.
Well, and these little things that happen, we're out of this, or we can't do this for you. It's not the cast member's fault.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I've told the story. Probably we went to the Hoop-de-Doo, and our friends Judy and Ken, they love the Hoop-de-Doo, and we were going there together for the first time. And it was weird because I went to the bathroom and I should have noticed, but why am I going to the bathroom in the dark? This is my only thought. Come out and they're talking to the cast members, and this one guy is just beating up the cast member, like verbally abusing him. Poor guy's just taking it. And the power was out. The power had been out for a couple hours. And so they were canceling the show. And he was just, you know what? I want to come to blows with this guy. I was getting so mad listening to him. But anyways, I'm glad that's the way you feel, Kelly. I feel the same way. Hey, what was the question?
Yeah. Strategy. Yeah.
Okay.
Strategy and best tips. So, and to go along with that, pack your patience and be flexible. Things are going to happen.
Yeah.
That you don't somebody's going to get sick. Somebody's going to need a potty break if you're a little kid. So just be flexible, be nice, and try to remember it's a vacation. So just try to enjoy even the little things come up.
Let it go. Yes.
That's right.
So Brandy, did you learn anything new on this trip? Any tips too?
Yeah, something that ties right into that. If you're driving yourself and you're going to go to rope drop at any of the parks, make sure that you give yourself even more time than you would give yourself to take the transportation at Disney. Okay. I think that we sat in line for Animal Kingdom for about an hour to get into the parking lot.
Oh, driving
rope drop because of Pandora. They have, a lot more crowds. And so we weren't anticipating that. People tried to go through the median and got stuck to turn around.
Yeah.
But just be patient and or leave earlier to get in sooner. So definitely we would have given ourselves more time to do rope drop at Animal Kingdom. And that's going to come into play when Toy Story Land opens.
Oh, can you imagine when Star Wars opens?
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
I don't even know. So. I'm not going to go right away to Star Wars, I don't think. Yeah, definitely. It's not just the driving. Anytime you're going somewhere, it's hard to believe how long it takes. That was our first
time,
driving,
having a car. So we weren't used to not just pulling up with the bus or whatever. So it's definitely a little bit different. So you have to give yourself a little bit more time.
Perfect. And Jaime, you got
I'm nodding my head at Brandy because we drove the first time this time too. So it's a lot different parking, walking to the tram, getting onto the tram, getting into the front of the park. So I agree. It was stressful for me because I was so used to getting on the bus or the monorail and being right there. So I had to learn to take a step back, relax, not stress, and just go with the flow. So I agree.
I get stressed when I drive. And the thing, we've always said this too, if you've got a car, if you're staying at the resorts, don't drive to the Magic Kingdom. Take the bus. It's hard.
Oh, Bert was like, we are never driving to the Magic Kingdom ever again. We were in like a 4-hour line to get on the ferry.
Yeah.
At the end of our trip when we took in November, the couples trip. So much easier. I understand people have to, you drive, you do what you have to do, but just understand what you're walking into and be flexible and be patient and, talk to the people behind you in line and get to know people. That was one of my strategies. If you're in a long line, be patient. When I went with my daughters, when we went as a family in October, Tower of Terror was down. So, and we had a fast pass. So we walked up and the line was past the Phantasmic entrance. And we were like, what's going on? and two of the elevators were not working, so only one was open. They were only letting fast pass in, and we wanted to ride it, so we got in line and waited, and we just struck up a conversation with the people behind us. Adeline had a great time talking to the two boys around her same age. That family had never been to Disney World before. So we just, gave them all our tips. We told them about the podcast. I said, there's this big community and there's lots of tips you can get, and it's so much fun. And who knows, it might be one of the families that just joined the group. So you never know. But that's fun. Make the best of it in bad situations, I think is a lot of fun, especially with my Adeline. She's so outgoing. She could be friends with anybody. So nice. And then another one is Bert just jotted a little note to me. He came in from work. He said, do late night so you can ride a lot. So that's a Bert tip. He likes to, he's a night owl. Him and Adeline are night owls.
Yeah.
I'm not a night owl. I like to go to bed at like 8:30, so it's past my bedtime. But they love staying late at the park. Some of the best pictures I have is my two older daughters and Bert late at night, doing the rides and taking pictures in front of the castle. So
yeah,
if you can stay up late, do it.
Yeah, especially the extra magic hours. Some of those are really fun.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I've burned the candle at both ends, and I can do it a little bit when I'm down there, but it's definitely worth it. You can definitely get more rides in. Those were, you know what, guys, we went pretty. I got to do one more question though. Let's do one more.
Okay.
And can you guys think of a fun story or a pixie dust or something like that to finish off for us? Anything that was really special for you, Kelly?
I tell so many fun stories. My most fun story was probably meeting Holly and Peter. Yeah, that's my favorite fun story for the group. Probably. We didn't have any really exciting, fun, different things that happened this time that were, well, actually, I mean, sure. Our first day, we had to stay at Saratoga Springs. Before our trip started, we had added a day to the very beginning of our trip. And this is after we booked Beach Club. Yep. And Beach Club didn't have any availability. So we had to book a one night stay at Saratoga Springs. So we got to, when we landed in Orlando, it was already dark and it was raining really hard. That was the only time it rained for our entire trip, luckily, but we probably waited for the Magical Express for about 40 minutes at the airport. It was a really long wait for the Magical Express. When we were on the bus on our way to the resort, I realized I hadn't received the text from Disney saying that the room was ready. So I called and I was transferred a couple of times and put on hold, and I started getting pretty nervous, and my husband's looking at me like, what's the problem? And they got on the phone and said, yeah, we oversold the resort. We don't have a reservation. We don't have a room for you. So we're trying to work it out. Give us a few minutes. And, we're all tired. It's raining outside. So we get to Saratoga Springs, and they had put us in a 3-bedroom grand villa for the night.
That's right.
Which was amazing. Kind of funny because it was like 10 p.m. So we literally got to enjoy the 3-bedroom grand villa for probably about 6 hours before we had to get up, to start our day the next morning. But when we got to Saratoga Springs, because it was raining so hard, they were kind of golf carting people to their rooms so that people didn't have to walk in the rain. Yeah. And we watched golf cart after golf cart leave with families that had arrived after us. And they kept telling us, you're next, you're next, you're next. And my husband, he's got a pretty short fuse.
Yeah. I hate when that happens.
Time he is about at it. And I'm always the diplomat. I have to go and run interference so that he's not rude to the cast members. I went up to the podium for about the third time and I said, look, my husband's about to just call a taxi so we can go back to the airport and go home. So if there's anything you can do to get us to our room pretty fast, because we've been watching people come and go that have arrived after us. And the girl gets on this little microphone that's looped around her ear. And she just says, hey, call Justin. And then this Justin, like, the heavens opened and Justin walked out of this door, and Justin looks at me and he goes, I got you guys right now. And he grabs us and spirits us away to this magical van, takes us to our room. And he just made the entire thing better.
Nice.
He talked to my husband about different things. He just turned the whole mood around. It was like he
Nice.
kind of got to know us and kind of just knew what it was that we needed him to say at that moment. And we had read some reviews. So we had to transfer to the beach club the next morning. And I had read some reviews online about the fact that Disney wasn't always the most efficient at bag transferring between resorts.
Yeah.
And it made me a little nervous because my husband and my daughter both had computers with them, and we didn't want the computers to get lost in some kind of Disney hotel limbo. And so I expressed my concerns to Justin. I said, we've got to transfer to Beach Club in the morning. He says, well, why don't you just let us transfer the bags? And I said, we really don't want to do that. I've read some bad reviews. Sometimes you guys lose the bags. And he said, this is what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what. He said, let me make a few phone calls and I'll get back with you. So about 30 minutes later, after he took us to our room, he took the kids down because it was late and we were hungry and everything was closed. He took the kids down to the vending machine, got them some food from the vending machine, brought them back up to the room. I mean, he was kind of like this,
VIP.
really just being a total concierge for us. And so I get a call from Justin about 30 minutes later. And he said, this is your voucher number. A taxi's going to pick you up in the morning and take you. This is on Disney. Don't worry about it. And sure enough, I called the number, gave them the voucher number. They were there right when they said they were going to be the next morning, free of charge, and took us over to the beach club.
Wow.
So it really took a lot of stress out of the morning for us. And it saved the night. And we got to stay in a 3-bedroom grand villa for 6 hours. So that was fun.
Yeah. I love that story because it's always a recovery and
right.
Yeah.
Well, my husband and I agree. Disney doesn't always get everything 100% right, but they always make up for it.
I agree.
They go above and beyond to make up for it when they do something wrong. So
yep.
They're great in that way.
Yeah. I just wanted to say when we lost that hoop-de-doo and we ended up at the luau, which we laughed the whole time because we thought it was absolutely horrible. And
right. My husband says, let's do the luau next time. And I said, I don't think we should.
And it's gotten mixed reviews. There's people that some people like it. So, take it with a grain of salt. We thought it was kind of teenage high school musical, but we went to complain about it, if you want to call it complaining, and they comped us. They comped the night. So
yeah.
Whatever. It was fine. It was kind of, it was good for me to experience it so I could talk about it on the podcast. I didn't care.
Right.
All right, Brandy, any pixie dust for you or special stories, moments?
Well, just between the two of us, we had some interesting, I travel with my husband who wouldn't really be into Disney unless I wasn't into Disney. So
yeah.
He's going for me. And so we had kind of a crazy flight there. We took a new airline, which it's Allegiant. They fly into certain cities. So it was new and we were just taking our backpacks and it ended up being a mess getting there. We barely made our flight. And once we got there, I was just like still feeling the stress of the trip. And he looks at me and he was like, why are you so stressed? We're at Disney World. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. You're not bored or stressed. He's like, no, this is relaxing. We're doing this for the rest of our lives. And I was like, okay, good. So happy that he finally won over. And he's like, no, I know that this is like our happy spot. So that was our.
Oh, Brandy, I love that. And I had the same fear with my husband. When we first started.
Here too. I think the three of us have the same. Yes, Bert was not a believer.
My husband has this section of his closet now, and he says, well, this is where I put my Disney shirts. And he's got this little closet for the Disney shirts, and this is where he puts all his vacation stuff. And it's so cute because he's got all of his Disney hats, and then he wears his Hawaiian shirts to Disney. So he's got his Hawaiian shirts, and his Disney shoes.
Nice.
Yeah, that's so wonderful.
Well, I was going to do a show kind of like this too. I love that answer, Brandy. When you go with your family, if you got kids, how often do you get to really spend time with your family? We're all working, going to school. We're all going in different directions. You really I don't care where you go on vacation. It's your chance to connect with each other again. And so whether it's your spouse or your kids, you hear those. I'll never forget the time. This is another little thing, but it meant a lot to me at the time, putting my kids through college and wondering, I hope this is worth it because I'm spending a fortune. All of my retirement money's going to this college. But my oldest son, we walked out of the movie that's in the Walt Disney, what's that? One Man's Dream.
One Man's Dream.
Yeah. We came out of there after the film with I was with my two sons, and my oldest son, who was at Mass Art, which is a art school. He's going for graphic design, but he said, the only thing he said to me was, that was very inspiring. To see the story of Walt and Roy and what they accomplished in the same kind of artistic, obviously in that kind of space. When he said that to me, I was like, boy, plus I could see he was growing up too, so he kind of appreciated it. But yeah, those little things really mean a lot. So definitely hope you all get to experience that. Jaime, anything pixie dust for you?
Well, now that, this isn't a pixie dust moment, but you guys are, since I'm going last, you guys are all, jotting things into my head. And I do want to say that, I think Disney, my husband and I are kind of, opposites attract. And I do have to say that he has come around he went to Disney World when he was younger, but I think the love of Disney and listening to the podcast and us being able to spend time together as a family has really not made us grown closer, but it's just a fun thing to enjoy and love together. So yeah. I appreciate that, what Brandy and Kelly said. Pixie dust moments when we were there. Well, always the cast members. We went, on Adeline's birthday, and I think she was getting off a roller coaster. Bert was with her, and, a cast member just came over to her and gave her a free Mickey ice cream cone. Just little things like that. Like, she probably went up to her, knowing my Adeline, how outgoing she is. She probably said, "Hi, it's my birthday." So I'm sure the cast member was probably like, "Oh, it is? Here's a free Mickey ice cream." So be outgoing.
Yes.
Is a tip. Tell everybody it's your birthday. No, I'm just teasing. I don't know. It's just a wonderful place. I can't say enough about how much fun we have there. And when we're all together and you see the joy and excitement, in your kids' eyes, and it's a fun place to go together as a couple, because although people do say to me, "You went with your husband to Disney World?" I get that cliched thing all the time. And I'm like, yes, we did. And we absolutely love it. And we have a fabulous time every time we go. So it's just a wonderful place.
I get the same thing at work. People go, "Oh, you're going on vacation. You guys going to Disney again?" And I go, "Yeah." And why? Yeah. Why would you keep going back? And we just love it there. It's not just for kids.
Yeah. You just have to have that magical pixie dust on you.
I don't get that so much as, I've talked about that. I don't get that as much. I don't know. Or I don't care anymore. I don't know maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. I don't take it as a slight. I just take it as, I think people I think just because you've been there and you understand, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like, we have a great time and we enjoy it.
I feel sorry for people. Who haven't been. I'm like, you've got to go. You don't know what you're missing.
Yeah.
Our friends and family are now curious. So now they're like, well, maybe we want to go with you. Should we go with you? And they're wanting to plan trips with us because we want to see why you guys are so happy when you're there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, you guys make doing a podcast really fun. You're really hitting that thing that I learned when I started interviewing people that I didn't know, but they had the same love for Disney World. There's something about us that's the same. I don't know if I'll ever put my finger on it. I talk about a positive attitude, or we just say we get it. I guess it's the best. I don't know how to describe it, but it's so fun hanging out with you guys. I had so much fun tonight. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah,
of course. Definitely.
This was so great. I really appreciate this worked for me. I hope everybody enjoyed listening to all these different stories. So many tips, and wow, I'm so glad because I can't, the community is getting so large and I want to interview and have everybody on the show, but it's just becoming, there's only 52 weeks in the year, and I'm doing a weekly show. So I'm so glad to have you guys. This was so much fun. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks,
Anytime.
Kurt. Thank you.
We'll be seeing you in the parks, I hope, someday. Well,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jamie, I'm going to see. Where am I going to see you, Jamie? Animal Kingdom?
We're going to be there. Yeah, we're going to be there. Yeah,
Or-
that Saturday,
Nice.
I think. January. I don't know what the day is, but it's a Saturday at Animal Kingdom. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait till we all have a big Geekin meetup. It's
What's-
going to be so much fun.
What's the last day for you guys, Kurt? This next trip?
Oh, we're going to be. I got to look. I think it's like
End of January, right? You're not going to be there in February at all.
it's like like February 2nd or 3rd.
See, we're gonna be arriving on the 6th, so we're just missing each other.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And Kurt, isn't it your birthday in January?
it is.
It is as well as mine. So we might have to have a birthday drink when we're in the Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. What day is yours?
The 11th.
Oh, okay. I'm the 18th.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Well, I'm turning another decade old, so
Oh.
it's a big one for me.
But you're not to my decade, so don't worry about it.
I know, but I'm at one of the bigger ones. I'm like, oh my goodness,
You're the four. Is it the 4-0 or?
it is.
Okay, thank God. Thank God it's 4-0, not 3-0.
No, I have 3.
I wasn't sure.
That young.
Yeah, right. Yes, absolutely. It'll be my birthday the whole 2 weeks. I'll ham it up.
Go.
I'm sure.
Yay.
And yeah, Mama said, well, she keeps calling me at work going, can we go one more day earlier? It's like, then,
Oh, I love it.
then we could be there for your birthday. It's like, I do have a job I got to try to keep.
That's true.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. We will talk to you again. I hope real soon.
All right. Thanks. Thank you, girls. See you soon.
Thanks, girls.
Yeah. Bye.
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 Wasn't that like just close friends having a fun chat about Disney World? Thanks so much for the Geekin family for providing the questions, and Kelly, Brandy, and Jaime for doing such a great trip report that worked out really great. All right, now I want to do a couple shout outs. And first of all, I want to mention Tammy Arnold Free, and she's down in Disney World right now with her husband. She is writing up some fantastic trip report details on our private Facebook group. And the pictures are fantastic. I love the details. Got to have her on the show as soon as she comes home. Can't wait to get that, Tammy. But thanks for you are setting the bar high for people writing up their notes about their trip and put them up on the private Facebook group. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Tammy. The other shout out I want to give is for an iTunes review that we just got in. Last one probably of the year. Dave Youngward sent in. And it's out there on iTunes. And it's a short one, but I love getting the iTunes review. Thank you so much, Dave. I had a little depression settle in. I had a couple of 3 stars. It's really easy on your iPhone now. They changed the iPhone app for iTunes where you can just put in the stars. And a lot of people aren't even putting in any words to their reviews. But this one I was really excited to see from Dave. And he says, What's this awesome podcast? 5 stars. What can I say? But I love this podcast! Exclamation point. Look forward to every episode. So thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. And I know you started your own podcast called The Disney Crush. So congratulations and best of luck this year coming up doing your own podcast. Thanks a lot, Dave. And I want to mention, I had my annual physical this week while I was off on vacation. It was a good time to go do it, but you may have heard me mention this, how I get nauseous and motion sickness when I do some of the rides, especially the new Pandora Flight of Passage ride. And our good friends, Jeff McCartney and Barry, wore the patches. I saw them last time Lindsay and I were down in the parks back in May. So I did go to the doctor and I asked him about the patches, and he was a little reluctant in providing that for me at first. I don't know if I recall really why, but anyways, he did give me a prescription for that. So I'm going to be picking that up. And so I'm excited to try those motion sickness patches when I am down at Disney World next time. So hopefully I will do Flight of Passage, and I might even try Star Tours if it works out well. We shall see. So I'm excited for my next Disney trip. Well, do you have a dream to go on a Disney World trip or any kind of Disney trip, a cruise or Disneyland? Well, I'm an official Fairy Tale Concierge travel agent along with EJ Cruz and Jennifer Glambos from Fairy Tale Concierge, and we are an authorized Disney vacation planner agency. Boy, a Disney World vacation, it's so magical. As you probably heard on this trip reports, nothing makes you happier than fun experiences. Think of that for the new year. Have those fun experiences. It should be a goal of yours. You'll treasure the memories for a lifetime. So get started making those memories with your family today. I'll get on the phone with you and we'll customize your trip to fit your family needs. If you've not been to Disney World lately, I really can help you save time, money, and create a trip plan that will really make your trip a dream come true. So let's get started. There's no obligation or cost for you to book a trip with us. Just complete the online quote form at Geekin on www.com/quote. Or get in touch with me through email, and then I'll get in touch with you, get on the phone. We'll set it all up. It will be a lot of fun working with you. You can email me at kurt.stone@geekinonww.com. Well, the best part about podcasting and our show are the friends we meet and the trip ideas we share like we did on this episode. Let me give you a couple of ways to start joining in on the fun on our amazing Geekin family. You can join our email list. It's called the Geekin Gazette, and each week we'll send an email that has our favorite news story from Walt Disney World, a planning or a money-saving tip, and something interesting that our community is talking about. And when we've got a discount announcement from Fairy Tale Concierge and Disney World, we'll let you all know about it. And when you sign up for the email list, you'll get a planning spreadsheet that we use to plan and track our days, ADRs, fast passes, park hours, and which park we're in. Auntie Judy just texted me the latest, greatest PDF to my phone, and it's really handy to have on our phone, especially when we're there with a big group like we will be on this trip coming up. We all can stay in communication with each other and know what we're up to and where we're going to be, and we can share it with our Geekin family too. I've also added to the freebies when you sign up, and it is a travel packing checklist, which I got to get that printed for myself pretty soon because we're going to be going in a couple weeks, and I've got so many things I need to remember, and I love to do checklists. You don't want that horrible feeling on the way to the airport that you forgot something, or you're an hour, a couple hours down the road if you're driving down in your car. So I plan on continuing to build more freebies and goodies for the Geekin Gazette. So go out to the website geekinonww.com and sign up for the mail list. Do you got a question, a tip, or news about Disney World? Share with us on our private Facebook group. And if you'd like to join our amazing Geekin family on Facebook, it is a closed and private group. These geeks, they give me great feedback on the quality of positive discussion that we've maintained in the group, and lots of friends have met through our podcast. To qualify, you need to have a passion for Disney World and your vacations. You listen to our show and you have a fun and positive attitude. So search for the group on Facebook, request an invite, and once you're inside, please introduce yourself so we can all say hi. You'll get a couple questions that you'll want to answer, so I can just qualify you for that. But it's real easy, and I just actually denied 4 people because they didn't answer the questions, and I don't know why. But you got to answer the questions. They're real easy. And then we will all say hi when you get in there. It's a lot of fun. You'll get a lot of information too. Email me at kurt.stone@geekinonww.com. I'm on the Twitter, Geekin on WDW. You can leave us a voice recording via GeekSpeak, 860-294-4774. We love to hear what's going on down there in Disney World if you're down there, or you can ask us a question and we'll play it back on the show. Thanks for supporting our show, retweeting our Twitter posts and sharing our Facebook episode postings. And just like Jaime just did, and our friend Chris Cates always does, tell your Geekin friends about our show is the best way to support the show. It's a new year. Are you reviewing your goals and dreams for the new year? I hope you are, and you get after them in the new year. I'm excited to keep on geeking on Walt Disney World with you guys and continue this amazing adventure chasing my dreams. Thanks for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true.
next to me, and she saw I was getting stressed out about my computer. So she's like, "Mommy, can I get you anything?" And she just brought me over a bottle of wine and put it on the table. I'm like, "No, I don't need any more. I'm good. Thank you, honey."
That's great. If I can only,
she should be in bed right now is the thing. But Kurt, I do have a quick idea for you.
Okay.
And I don't know if any of the older children of us super geeks, but I think it would be fun if you had maybe some of the older kids on a podcast, maybe one day. My Adeline is like jumping up and down right here. Maybe Nanny could be on it, Livy, some of the older super geek kids. That would be a fun little podcast to do if they're up for it.
Yeah, you know what? That's funny. I never thought of that. But as soon as you said that, I'm just
with us, it could be like, me and Addie and, Kelly and Mandy, or, you know what I mean? Just maybe have that kind of a not too many kids. Obviously, that would be a little much. They'd all be talking at the same time, but we'll see.
That's a good idea. Yeah, logistically,
you could take a week off and then just tell Holly, I've got plans for you for this week. You're going to meet with all the kids by yourself.
All the kids.
That's right.
Trial by fire, throwing all the kids at her at once.
Did you guys hear I'm blanking out. This week I had the trip report that had the two little kids. Natalie.
Yeah.
That was so adorable, Kurt. Oh,
that's sweet.
Kids are so cute. They were so sweet.
So cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the internet. So
yes.
You gotta have parents involved.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really.
Manny would probably do it.
Oh yeah, he's been on.
Yeah, he's done it before.
Yeah, I think I'd probably post maybe that idea in the Super Geek group and see if anyone wanted to do it.